fight me.
Live, where's the phone?
It matters if the government will pay you. I think the government should pay me.
See, I would kind of argue that they We're live?
Yep.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Once again, we are playing a board game. So please do let us know. Make sure that you can hear us and see everything.
Be ready to vote on what these nasty little monsters are gonna do to us.
Don't give them that kind of power.
We had to call Tara like 3 times last game.
Any special guests? Yeah, we have little. He's always a special guest.
Yeah, we have our little kobold friend, Scraps, is there.
Other than that, is there a special guest?
Of course, we are joined once again by my brother, Sean, student of anthropology at Tulane.
Gary.
Look at that beautiful hand action right there. What is that picture of the guy reaching up to boop
The guy.
No
No one important.
David and God.
I thought it was
Is that-
Adam.
Or Adam and God?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
yeah.
about. Yeah, that picture. That's... Is it Adam in that picture?
Yeah.
It is Adam, yeah.
Yeah, oh god, what is
Some
it?
guy.
Some guy.
I couldn't...
I don't know.
It's a famous building. What is the building? Where
The
is it?
Vatican?
No, it's not in the Vatican. Sistine Chapel.
That's
Yes.
the same thing.
Sistine Chapel is the... Yeah, is that artwork. Hi, Connie. Hi, Mr. Bishop.
Hello everyone.
It is so weird watching the footage on my camera. Because there's a...
Oh yeah, there's.
We have to
seconds
do an
away.
episode on popes now to make up for calling Adam some guy.
So yeah, when we watch it live, you're about like 7 to 10 seconds behind. So
Not quite
Hi.
that late. But anyway, unfortunately, Jesus is not with us, so we will have to brave the horrors of Ravenberger's Horrified Universal Monsters tonight. And Sean, because he unfortunately is going to have to be leaving us very soon, has selected the monsters that are going to absolutely embarrass the crap out of us. Of course, the Oracle of Terra is here to help us, as always.
nice.
Hi,
Terra.
Which is technically how her name is supposed to be pronounced, I guess?
That's how they say it in the South.
Terra? Yeah, even though we've always called her Tara. Anyway, though. It sounds more on point to call her the Oracle of Terra. Doesn't it?
Yeah, sure.
Is this a party or a mosaic? What the hell? Anyway, and tonight we will be facing off against The Invisible Man and The Mummy. 2 great movies, by the way. Now, for the record, no, we're not going to be doing another... we're not going to be explaining how to play. We're just going to be playing. Try to follow along. Talking about movie trivia, stuff like that. We each have a starting out perk. You have a cane, I think. I have the Late Into the Night.
Because you're the hard-working scientist today.
Oh, yeah. And Sean, fittingly...
Brandish the Crucifix. Which is fitting.
Because he is playing the
archaeologist.
Mm-hmm.
Just like me.
And Kane.
Yep, the silver
And
cane.
I am playing the inspector.
The police officer. Who fittingly is going to beat somebody with a cane.
Uh-huh. I mean, that's just how it goes, right?
Anyway, though, we have everything set up, and we will be explaining the game as we go, but I'm trying to remember who... Okay, no, who here most recently watched a horror movie?
Oh, we all watched Army of Darkness together.
That's a comedy.
Me and you watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but that's not a horror
movie. Okay.
That's
going farther back. The last horror movie I sat down and watched was a couple months ago. I watched Evil Dead, the original. I want to say that was a couple months ago.
Does Donnie Darko count, even though it sucks?
I'd call that a psychological thriller.
I wouldn't call that horror.
There's a scary bunny.
I don't like it.
Yeah, no.
The last horror movie we watched.
We watched Grizzly.
Grizzly. That was 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and that was me and you together. But you fall asleep.
I fell asleep.
You fell asleep, so I'm going to argue that that means that I was watching the movie most recently.
Yeah.
So I will be going first.
I can't remember the last time I watched a horror movie.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Last movie I watched was with you, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That was a very good movie, though.
It is.
I love that movie.
Not a horror movie, though.
No.
I'm not sure what you'd call that. Some people say it's a slice of life movie. It's just a
It's Quentin Tarantino historical fiction, is how I would describe it.
Historical fiction. Fair enough. Okay, though, but anyway.
Great movie.
Like always, we have character cards, and they have a number on top of them that show how many actions they can take in a turn.
All 4 today.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to use my first action to pick up the anatomy textbook. And then second action to move. Now remember, picking up everything at your location is in a single action in itself. So 1, 2, 3 to pick up the centrifuge, 2 centrifuges. Does anyone know what a centrifuge is?
It's a spinning thing that scientists use to spin things really fast, either to mix them together or to unmix things, using centrifugal force.
Okay, nerd. Anyway, and we're going to use our last move. I'm heading to the shop. Now, unfortunately, that means I have to draw a monster card, which are the black ones. And we have, on the move, 3 items will be taken from the bag and placed on the field. Is everything smooth?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, everything is smooth.
The precinct
Okay, what do we got there? Looks like a pistol? Revolver? Something like that?
at the museum. Some bullets. Or that's a scroll.
That's a scroll of Thoth.
And then a knife at the docks.
That's where you are. Okay, and move the frenzied marker to the next monster, so the invisible man becomes frenzied now. Oop. And then each villager moves 1 space towards their location. There are no villagers. That kind of sucks. The invisible man will activate and move 3 spaces towards the victim.
He's closest to Bishop. 1, 2.
Oh no.
And he gets 2 attack dice.
Yeah.
It's just a little man.
Oh,
For 2 hits.
he
You don't even have
murdered.
an item to sacrifice.
The good news is that you can only be knocked out 1 time. The bad news is that in the very first turn, we get a terror. And you, my friend, are going to the Abbey to recover until your turn.
So right off the bat, I'm in the hospital.
The,
Okay.
the invisible man just...
Well, the hospital's over there. So you went to
There.
the
there.
church.
Hold on, let me
Oh.
double check that actually. I'm trying to remember, when a character does get knocked down, do they go to the hospital or the Abbey?
That is a good question.
This is... I'm just going to make sure. Hold on. Hit by a monster. Okay, yes, you do go to the hospital at the start of your turn. So technically you're not here. Everything is good?
Huh? Oh yeah.
Well,
Our little friend was just jumping around.
Oh, he was so excited that the invisible man walked up and throttled you.
He just jumped onto the board. I'm like,
Calm.
yeah, buddy.
Oh, he was trying to save you. But anyway,
So I am at the hospital. Okay.
yeah, well, technically you're off the board right now.
Yeah.
But anyway, it is going to be your go.
Okay.
Could you imagine going to a hospital and trying to say, I was attacked by who? I didn't see.
Move 1, I'm going to pick up the 2 items at my docks, which will be a knife and a flower. How nice. Then move 2 will be to go to the tower. Move 3 will be to go to the theater. And the archaeologist's special action is to pick up items from an adjacent space. So I'll pick up both the...
It's a
this?
torch?
A torch and a rifle from the barn.
Nice.
So I'm at 4 items right now.
Nice. Now remember, we have to to defeat the invisible man, we have to gather evidence of him from specific locations.
The barn is one of those locations.
But now you need to go to the precinct where he is to present that evidence.
Yeah, so it's going to be a little scary.
Would you even say you're horrified?
Whoa, title drop. Okay, into turn monster action.
Yep. And you have found...
Egyptian expert. Place Professor Pearson at the cave.
with 3 items.
Oh, wow.
The top, yeah, the number on the top.
I find Pearson.
Professor Pearson, who, of course, is a character from Universal's The Mummy, the original.
And he wants to go to the museum, and he starts in the cave.
Okay, it's right there. 3 items from the bag.
Lots of items in this one. Much more generous than the Greek one. Research microscope at the tower. Right here next to me.
Mm-hmm.
A silver cane at the shop.
Oh, how lovely.
And wolfsbane at the camp.
Camp is there.
Nice.
All right, now the mummy will activate and move 2 spaces. 1. Oh dear. And then gets 2 dice.
Critical.
Critical. What does it say on his card for the crit? Top.
Fortify the curse. Flip the lowest scarab face down. They're all face down right now? So.
No, they're face up.
Oh, they're face up?
The lowest value, so the 1 there, becomes hidden.
Ah, okay.
Keep in mind, we have to sort those and put them into the right order. So that could be difficult.
You can't see.
Thankfully, he didn't actually punch me in the face. But I have bad news, everybody. Because now the Invisible Man is going to move 2. And also gets 2 attack dice.
It's a hit.
He will hit you.
I will sacrifice my flower from the docks.
Aw, you gave him a flower.
Oh.
You know, it's funny. By the way, sorry, before we get to your turn, Bishop. Does anyone know how the Invisible Man became invisible?
do invisibility magic.
He made a tincture, right? A little potion?
Yes. From Himalayan flowers.
Oh, nice.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they had to find some way to come up with it.
So, yeah. His name was Dr. Griffin, or Professor Griffin. I think it was Doctor. Dr. Griffin. He was actually a dropout from a university because he wanted to pursue more dangerous experimentations with medicine. And in his exile from college, he heard about these Himalayan flowers that were used to remedy skin ailments. And he found that by applying them, he could actually cause albinoism. And by amplifying the amount of his experimentation, he actually became invisible. Unfortunately, it also caused part of his brain to decay, specifically the part that does rationalization, and he went completely mad.
Is he like, it's very Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde-esque? Do you think that's intentional? Like, could they not get the rights, or does it just have to be a very similar story?
You have to remember that The Invisible Man was written by H.G. Wells.
Oh, so very similar.
Very similar, yeah. You ever notice that was the thing with scientists? They were always brewing some kind of medicine, and it went
British
wrong.
scientists specifically, they're both British stories.
Yeah, they loved their medicine gone wrong stories once upon a time. But anyway, Bishop, I have good news. You're alive.
Good news, everyone.
The bad news is that this is America and you're at a hospital, so you'd probably be safer running around with the monsters.
Yeah?
But it is your go.
What is the inspector's power?
Can't he teleport to a monster, I think, or something like that?
Place your hero in any non-water space with a monster.
Yeah, so he can just run up and fight a dude.
Yeah, and the creature's the only one who go to water spaces, but we're not playing with the creature.
Yeah, because we love life. No, I'm sorry. Okay, look, the creature from the Black Lagoon is my favorite Universal monster. He is like broken hard to play against. He is. I'm gonna use the meme. He is the Souls like enemy. I sincerely think you could take a team against him alone, and he'd still kick everyone's ass.
And that's my 4 moves. I went here, I picked up the crucifix, 3, 4.
Now you're at the mansion.
Yes.
Okay, but you gotta draw a monster card.
Oh boy.
Oh, Mr. Bishop has jokes.
What?
You got blindsided by the Invisible Man.
Oh.
Speaking of
the Invisible Man,
theft.
Place the Invisible Man at the location with the most items. Discard all the items there.
There are 3 items at the camp, so he will run off and destroy those. Now, fitting enough, you're going to put 3 items from the bag into play.
Yeah.
And we have the wine at the church. Oh, it must be communion. Wine is used in communion?
Yeah, communion.
The theater has a repia.
And a book at the museum.
And a book at the museum. Music box at the museum. And then the mummy will activate.
Oh no.
He's at the same space as me. With 3 dice. It's only funny when it doesn't happen to me.
Only one hit.
I'll give up one of my centrifuges. Okay.
The Invisible Man?
He does not activate, actually. Well, because the idea is he's run off.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, he isn't even near me anymore.
Yeah, no, you're safe now. Anyway, though.
That'll end my turn.
That will make it my go. And first, I am going to pick up these items for 1, 2, 3, and 4. And next turn, I'm going to start trying to unravel the seal on his sarcophagus so we can defeat him. At least I will, assuming that nothing horrible happens. In fact, actually, hold on. I didn't see that, so just leave it. I'm going to use my perk late into the night sacrifice that for 2 more actions. And I will use the Scrolls of Thoth to... Okay, I see how I do this. That item, what was the number on it? Every item has a value.
So I think it's a 4.
4. Now, my scientist special ability is all my items are treated as having +1. So that was a 5, which means I can move over here to this puzzle, and I can move 5 of these scarabs around to try and get them in the right configuration. And I'm going to start that off by moving the 2. So let's keep track, really. This 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So there's that. And then for my final action that I have, I will sacrifice this music box, which has a value of 3.
+1.
So 4, I can move 4 more tiles. And I will actually use 1 to flip over this tile and then go 2, 3, and how much was it? I have 1 more left?
You have 1 more.
And I'll move the 1 into the center. Now, I don't know if you can see it with the camera, but each of these slots has a number next to it. You have to get the number on the tile next to this in the slot with the right number next to it. Yeah, and we're actually pretty much, we're getting close already.
We are doing decently.
The problem is that he can flip them over on his crits, and that eats up an action, and specifically we need yellow.
Yeah. Oh, the Invisible Man took my only yellow.
And he destroyed like 2 other yellows. He's protecting the mummy.
What a nice guy.
Oh, well, you know, I mean, he's figuring he would start off simple with a reign of terror, then maybe some panic. That was a line from the movie, by the way. I love that movie. But that is all of my actions.
Now
I get the card. And it is
Gaze.
the Hypnotic Gaze. So 2 items go on the board.
The anatomy text at the Institute.
It's the very bottom there.
And the pitchfork at the barn.
Okay. Move the active hero or a villager closest to Dracula 3 spaces towards him. Dracula is not in play. However, the mummy will activate and moves once. Now, the question is, he's equal distance from the cop and the archaeologist. So we must... And me.
It's a triple.
So we must consult the Oracle of Terra. Oracle of Terra. Where does the mummy go?
We're the first person to answer.
Who does the mummy start going after?
Not me.
Or anyone who can give us an
If he moves
answer.
here, he's only moving once, and he'll be the closest to 2 of you.
Yeah.
Or he goes here.
So
I almost feel he goes here because he's closer to 2 instead of closer to 1.
Well, you see, he's still moving closer to a player no matter which way he goes.
Yeah.
So I'm putting it to the chat.
Let's leave it to the people.
Yeah. Whoever comes in first. Your option? Any of us. Pick me, Sean, or the bishop. Who is the mummy moving closer to?
Yeah.
Can they hear the kids outside?
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Move closer to... Okay, so she says move closer to the 2 players. So he's going to go over here. Fortunately, that ends his move. However, he still gets to make 2 dice because he might get his crit.
Move closer to the 2.
Hits at no one.
Hits
Wow,
him.
that kid is loud.
However, the Invisible Man will now activate. And he moves 1 to the nearest victim. And gets 2.
Oh.
And gets a crit and
Ow.
kills a guy.
Womp womp. R.I.P. Professor Pearson.
Bye, quack.
What's his crit? He's not that kind of doctor, damn it.
Oh.
Oh no, they can hear him. They can hear that kid outside.
Oh, yeah.
What's,
yeah.
What's his crit?
Move the Invisible Man 2 spaces toward the closest villager.
No villagers.
No villagers, so he
killed
doesn't-
him.
Yeah, he already killed the villager. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. But that is going to make it Sean's turn.
Okay. I am going to use this now so I don't forget. I'm going to brandish the crucifix to move the mummy back 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, don't know why a mummy would necessarily be afraid of a cross, but
Okay, does that count as an action or is that...
nope, that is a freebie.
Okay. So, I believe the Invisible Man, one of his requirements is at the inn.
It says on the card.
In, yes.
So I'm going to move once, and then using my special power, I will pick up the dart at the inn. I know the barn. What are the other ones? The laboratory,
Institute,
mansion.
Laboratory and mansion.
See, I have a shop, laboratory, and an institute.
Okay. There's 1, 2, 3. Let's put down 1 at the barn now. So I will submit my torch as evidence for the Invisible Man at the barn.
1 down, 4 to go.
And that's all my moves.
You know what that means?
Time for a monster action.
Dun dun dun.
Theft!
Oh.
Location with the most items, discard them all.
Uh-oh, that's the precinct.
Uh-oh.
He's a brave Invisible Man.
Ugh.
The mummy is, 2 items. And then the mummy will move once.
Oh, you put down 2 new items?
Yep.
Okay.
What do we got?
Kite at the tower?
That's there.
Is that a reference I'm not getting?
The kite to get struck by lightning.
Oh, that's fun. And then a tarot deck at the camp.
Tarot cards, always nice. And then the mummy will move once, and he gets 3 dice. The creature...
He gets
oh,
a
he gets a
critical.
crit. You have to choose one of those tiles and flip it
Lowest
over.
value, right?
Lowest value, so the number 1.
In the middle.
Dead center, flips over. That's going to require a whole point to undo that. Anyway, that is going to make it the bishop's turn because the creature and the Frankenstein monster are not present. Where are you? Oh, there you are. You're at the mansion.
That
Alright.
is one of the places for the Invisible Man.
1, I'm gonna pick this up.
Oh, but it's a yellow.
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
Oops. No, I just decided to fall over. 2, 3, 4. I'm getting another yellow, which
the wine from the church. I didn't know you were Catholic. I hope I got that right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Catholic commune. Okay.
yeah.
All right.
They didn't let me drink wine when I went to the Catholic church.
I don't know if it's alcoholic.
I was gonna say, don't they actually use like
They
just
dilute
grape
it.
juice
Yeah.
or something like that?
It's like the best wine I've ever had, but I never.
It looks
never-
fancy at the very least. They sell it.
I've heard that there are like specific brands of wine that are literally just for commune.
Like how they have their special wafer cookies.
Yeah.
Those are good too.
They didn't let me have any because I wasn't baptized when I went with my friend.
Ah.
I got baptized when I was like 8.
Wow, really?
What?
That late?
Yeah.
I would have.
I had a
The
friend
wine
that
was
got
good, but I
baptized
don't
at
think it was alcoholic.
13? I went with them in like high school when they got baptized.
Yeah, and you have to.
Never baptized.
No, they
Yeah.
got dunked.
Oh, they got.
Oh,
they got the
that-
full on
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got dunked too.
monster card.
The meeting. Move the bride 2 spaces to Frankenstein.
And put 2 items on the board. Then the creature, the Wolfman, and the Invisible Man activate.
Wolfbane at the camp, and pistol at the precinct.
They're all yellows.
No, the pistol is red. But the Invisible Man gets 1 dice.
Do you want to roll?
Yeah. Oh boy, here we go. Ah!
You have to sacrifice something.
The docks isn't one of the places for the Invisible Man, right?
No.
I will give up my knife from the docks.
Okay.
See, I have church, mansion.
So the mansion, the inn, the laboratory, and the institute.
I have laboratory and institute.
And he has one from the mansion.
I have yeah.
So I'll put this down at the inn, and then I'll book it.
Yeah, but anyway, it's my turn now. I have no yellow, so I'm just going to 1, 2, 3. It's
a little risky.
It is, because the Invisible Man...
Because I could go there and...
No, it's okay. I have an idea. I have a plan in my head. Because I can sacrifice these items from the shop if he comes after me.
Okay.
And I can drop 2 of the things we need for him next turn. But in the meantime, unfortunately, I have a monster card.
Dun, 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 dun.
On the move.
3 items. We are not getting villagers.
We're not.
We got Professor Pearson.
Yeah, we got
R.I.P.
1.
We have a steak at the Abbey.
Also, to point out, this bag is really cool.
It is much nicer.
It's
than
like a
the
velvety cloth thing.
Yeah.
I wish it had a cool logo on it, though.
Yeah.
We have a torch at the barn.
Nice.
And then we have a cosmic ray diffuser at the tower?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I mean, are you jealous that you don't have a cosmic ray diffuser?
A little.
Me too.
That would be cool.
Anyway.
For all the cosmic rays.
So, the mummy becomes frenzied instead of the Invisible Man. So the Invisible Man actually calmed down. Move each villager 1 space
villagers.
closer. There's no
You
villagers.
are villagerless.
The frenzied monster will make 3 moves.
Oh boy.
That's Bishop.
1, 2, 3. And
Oh,
then
no.
gets 2 attack dice.
2 attack dice.
Double
2
hits.
hits. Gosh, dang.
Do you have anything?
I'm gonna sacrifice my wine from the church and my crucifix from the church.
Because we need the mansion.
And I'm gonna keep my mirrored box from the mansion because we're gonna need that for here.
Invisible Man.
Now, what does your cane do? The item.
Each player draws and places 1 item from the item bag.
Oh.
Is it my turn?
No, it's Sean's turn. So why? He got pushed. No, he got pushed by the dice.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he's here fighting me.
Yeah, they can still hear those kids because of the delay. And Tar is saying, yeah, it isn't actually wine; it is grape juice that they use nowadays.
Nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, traditionally, it's supposed to be actual wine. And like, if you go to the Vatican or something, I'm sure they use wine still. But most of your average churches, no, it's just grape juice. According to her.
See, non-denominational churches use grape juice. Catholic churches, I'm pretty sure it was wine, but I don't know.
Anyway, that is going to make it
That
Sean's turn.
could be way different now.
Action 1, I drop off evidence for the inn at the Invisible Man's precinct.
Nice.
And then I'm going to book it. 1, 2, I lied. I'm going to pick up the Wolfsbane and tarot cards at the camp using my action. It's 2 yellow cards for the mummy.
Yeah, you might want to go to the mummy soon. But you got a monster card.
Yes.
Dun,
And
dun,
now it's
dun.
time for the monster.
Please be a villager.
Reincarnated soul. If
No items.
hero has the soul sign, give it to the current player.
That's
Move the
stake.
hero with the soul sign 3 spaces towards the mummy.
So, That's this Egyptian coin-looking piece. And you are going to move 3 spaces back to the mummy.
1, 2. It's kind of the area that I want it to be.
Close by, at least. But then, the Wolfman,
Dracula,
and the Invisible Man. Damn it.
Move 1, 2 dice.
No!
Critical.
What's he do with a crit?
The Invisible Man. Move the Invisible Man 2 spaces toward the closest villager.
No villagers.
So he's going to just stay there. Oh.
Oh, no.
It's okay. I can... it's your go.
This messed
can
me
you
up.
explain? I actually haven't seen the mummy, so can you explain the lore?
So, basically, the deal with the mummy... trying to remember his name. Ishnotep. He was a priest. Now, a priest is supposed to be, in a sense, married to his god. But he was discovered that he was having an affair with a princess. And so, they gave him the worst possible curse they could think of. The curse to live forever. After they embalmed him alive. When he was discovered centuries later, and they opened up his sarcophagus, he woke up. And basically, the storyline was that he believed he had found the reincarnation of the priestess's soul. But now she was, a new person. And so he wanted to kidnap her and perform a evil ritual that would turn her back into the priestess he loved.
Very Dracula-like. I guess there's only many plots they could do with monsters, though.
A lot of the monsters, it's kind of funny if you think about it, most of the Universal monsters were motivated by love in some form or another. Dracula cursed God because his wife died. Ishnotep fell in love with a priestess. The creature from the Black Lagoon wanted to mate with the one girl. Miss Lark, I believe, was her name. Something Lark.
Anakin.
And that wasn't Universal. But
I think those movies are universally liked.
Oh, absolutely. The Frankenstein monster. He wanted a bride. He wanted someone to love.
Yeah.
The Phantom was in love with Elizabetha. The Wolfman was the opposite, actually. He was cursed that only someone he loved could kill him. And I believe it was his father who ended up actually doing it in the movie, who actually shot him. You'll have to forgive me. It's been a while since I saw the original black and white Wolfman. I know I have it. I should watch it again. I believe, because that was no one ever talks about this, but that's like the worst part of the werewolf's curse. It's not that you live forever. It's that you're fated to be killed by someone who loves you. And so he was killed by his father.
That's sad.
The Wolfman is a sad movie. It's a tragedy. Kind of annoys me how when they rebooted it, they turned it into this big action sequence at the end. It's like, that's not the Wolfman. The Wolfman is not an action character. He's a tragic character. He's kind of like Quasimodo, if you think about it. But anyway,
My turn.
The bishop's turn, yes.
So I'm going to play my cane. Each player draws one item from the bag and places it.
Cool.
I got garlic at the inn.
Delicious. I'm just shuffling them up a bit.
Possibly the worst part of Dracula's curse.
That you can't have garlic at the inn?
Oh, please be garlic at the end.
Come on, garlic.
A shovel at the graveyard.
That's not garlic. But that's how you get garlic, because you have to dig it up.
Yeah.
It's all connected.
It's all intertwining. Anyway, though, precinct.
And I'm going to use my special ability to place my hero at a space with a monster. Bam.
That's so cool.
1.
And then 2. And then for 3, I'm going to use my
Evidence.
to place it at the mansion.
I think it's actually safest for you to not make another move to be on the same spot as
You could pick up the gun.
I was going to say, for my 4th action, I'm going to pick up this little pistol. And that is my turn.
Monster action.
And that's why I wish the Invisible Man didn't move from here to there, because I could have instantly gone there and escaped.
It is the meeting.
2 items.
So, it's close to you, Bishop. Nothing happens because no Bride and Frankenstein, but the Invisible Man will activate. We got more wine at the church.
Where's the church? We're at the church.
I'm at the church.
You are.
This is at the mansion. It is a fire poker.
Yeah, fire poker, nice.
And
And then the Invisible Man, he doesn't have to move because he's already got a victim.
Only one die.
1 dice. Bishop, it's your turn. You want to roll? Hit. I will have to give up my cane from the shop. But that's okay, because guess what? It's my turn now.
Yes.
I will move 1 to run away from the Invisible Man. 2 to give the centrifuge his evidence. 3 for the anatomy textbook from the Institute for evidence. He has all 5. Now, Mr. Bishop, would you be so kind as to... Okay, Bishop, do you want... You're going to go... No, not next.
No, Sean.
But you go before I do.
Yes.
I'm going to use my 4th action to give you this bear trap. With that, you should have more than 9.
9. I have 6 and 4. Yep, that's 10.
So now we need you to go to the same space as the Invisible Man and use 9 points worth of red.
Which I can do easily with my special
and
ability.
you can take him down.
Okay.
And it's funny that it's a bear trap and a pistol, because that's actually how they kill him in the movie. They trapped him in a barn and shot him a bunch of times. But that's actually fairly fitting. I kind of hope he goes to the barn so we can actually recreate the scene.
Oh, that would be, where's the barn?
The barn's there with the torch
Right
and
there.
a pitchfork. Yeah. But anyway, I have to move. I have to play a monster card. So.
Move the Invisible Man to the barn.
Fortune teller.
Oh no.
Oh, she's not kidding.
Madame Melva, the fortune teller from the Wolfman.
Ooh.
She's the old lady. There she is. And she starts off at the camp. And she
wants to go to the shop.
Oh, she needs to do her old lady shopping. 3 items. Lady Melva will help you.
Oh.
Even though she really wasn't all that helpful, actually. Well, I guess telling you, by the way, you're terribly cursed.
Flower at the docks. Magnifying glass at the Institute. And a microscope at the tower.
Look at all that blue over in the tower.
Really stacked.
Then the Wolfman will activate. Wolfman's not here, but then the Mummy will activate. With 2 dice. Good luck. Double hits! Ouch.
I'll give up my gun, and I'll have to give up the tarot cards.
Yeah, they're yeah. But it is going to be your move, and maybe you should grab that wine and run?
Yeah. Alright, so on my turn, action 1, action 2, pick up the wine. Action 3, probably didn't really matter if I picked up the wine, but it's safety now. I'm going to sacrifice my 4 Wolfsbane to play a sliding puzzle.
Yes, you are. You have 4 points.
Okay. Number 1, flip over the 1.
Mm-hmm.
Move the 5. That's 2. 3. 4.
Oh, we are so close.
We are. We just gotta move the 4 and
We
the
have to
6.
switch the 4 and the 6.
Yeah. I'm bad at sliding puzzles, so I might have messed that up.
No,
That's
that's
the
actually good. We just have to flip these
That's
two.
the same move I would have done, so don't feel bad.
All we have to do is move the 5 there, down, bam, bam, yeah.
Yeah.
I only have... The wine is only a 2, so I won't be able to complete it even if I can stick around for another turn.
Yeah.
So I might make the trek to the Abbey next turn. But for now, my turn is over, and I draw a monster card.
Come on, villager.
Reincarnated Soul.
No items.
Moves 3 to me. He doesn't actually activate.
He doesn't activate.
Invisible Man does, and he gets 2 dice.
So he's going to move
He only moves once.
back to the precinct with us. They're your dice. I am going to confess. Well, let's see what he does. Let's see what happens.
Critical.
Okay, so he doesn't hit anyone.
He runs up to a villager.
Move the 2 spaces toward the closest villager.
Which is Melva.
So, yep, he's going after Melva. Yeah, honestly, going after a little old lady sounds kind of like the Invisible Man. He was completely mad.
That's it, right?
Yes. And he seemed to kind of enjoy his lunacy. He was kind of like the Joker. In fact, I've heard people say the laugh. If you watch the movie, he has this super enthralled, high-pitched laugh he does sometimes. I've heard some people argue that laugh actually was something that
The Joker.
Nicholson.
Yes.
Jack Nicholson. That Jack Nicholson borrowed from when he was getting ready to play the Joker.
Was the Invisible Man's laugh? I might be wrong, but was that an acting choice, or was
that was the actor?
Yeah,
that was the actor.
Very incredible actor for the Invisible Man.
Oh God, what was his name? I can't remember his name now.
It was obviously a very hard role with all the complicated techniques they used for it, but he absolutely nailed it.
So it's worse than you think, actually. So he was originally like a radio and stage actor.
Oh, really?
I can't remember his name now, but no, he did a lot of theater and radio, which they don't see your face in those. And supposedly, a lot of people were giving him shit on the set over how, you know, he was an actor and they weren't using his face, you know? And the scene where he unravels and reveals that he's invisible, supposedly all of that scene, Claude Rains.
Guys, start Claude Rains.
Yes, Rains, Mr. Rains. Supposedly he got all kinds of crap, and it just pushed him over the edge because they told him, just go nuts, just go crazy in this scene when you're unraveling. And he did, and he just starts screaming about how, oh, you just have to see my face. It's so important that you see my face. You can't live if you don't see my face. Well, fine. And he just starts literally pulling the mask and the costume off and throwing it at people. That was not planned. He's literally just like, here, you can have this. And I want you to take this. Oh, he was so angry. And it was such a beautiful scene. And no, the cameraman was just like cranking the wheel like, yes.
Quick question, just to make sure. They used a lot of special effects for the Invisible Man. It wasn't anything like bad for the actor, right? Because like the Tin Man effects were terrible.
No. They did not use any makeup in that scene.
Okay.
What they used was actually black mesh, if I'm not mistaken.
I wouldn't know. I don't know.
They basically invented green screen before we had green screen, because the old cameras had really hard time picking up hyper dark stuff. So they literally just wrapped black gauze, I believe it was, around him. And it made the camera really hard to pick him up. And at other scenes, they wouldn't have him on set at all. They would have strings tugging on, like when it's just his jacket and he's taking it off. That's actually string puppet work. The big final scene where he fades back in and he becomes visible again, that was actually film layering. Similar to what they did with the Wolfman's transformation. But, yeah, no, Rains, supposedly he actually hated doing it. And it's sad because it's such an absolutely
Iconic,
incredible performance, and I love him so much in that. But he was apparently he was actually kind of a victim his whole life. A lot of people mocked him. There's of course 1,000 stories that actually he was a homosexual, which doesn't fucking matter. He's still a phenomenal actor. It's kind of a shame that he didn't really do anything else in horror, because if he had stuck in that, I would easily say he could have become a horseman. He would have easily earned the rank of horseman.
What else has he done?
Like I said, he did a lot of radio stuff. He did a lot of theater. He did other movies, but I'm not that much of a...
The Invisible Man is his...
That's pretty much what his biggest thing was. And again, he hated it because everyone just wouldn't give him any rest about how funny it is. He was this great actor, and nobody recognized his face. And again, people heckling him because he may have been gay.
He was in Casablanca. That's a pretty big
Yes,
Oh,
he
nice.
was, but he was not the main character. He had a cameo in Wolfman, yes. But his most famous, as far as I know,
Lawrence of Arabia.
really, he
Ah,
was in
nice.
Lawrence of Arabia and The Greatest Story Ever Told.
Not seen that one.
I
So,
have not either.
Not a completely
Not a completely unknown.
unimportant life story, but
Absolutely, but like
he really, I would have loved to see him more in horror.
Most people
Yeah.
know him because of The Invisible Man, and specifically because of that scene where just it all came out in that one beautiful moment of rage and frustration.
He did a lot of Broadway too.
Yes, he was a. I don't think he was what we'd call a Shakespearean actor, but he did a lot of stage and radio, which again goes back to you're a great actor. They can't use your face, haha. You know, they gotta wrap you up in gauze and and say that you're invisible, and
That's just mean.
it is. But anyway, absolutely wonderful actor, wonderful performance, hands down. This might be controversial. I'd almost argue he did better as the Invisible Man than Bella as Dracula. I'm sure my mother is going to be like demanding that I talk to her, but and don't get me wrong, Bela Lugosi was absolutely phenomenal as Dracula. But Reigns there was that spark. I don't think I could accept anyone else playing the Invisible Man.
No one could match the character he put on for
Oh,
they've
no.
remade Invisible Man. They've never made him as charismatically insane as they've made him in the original.
The laugh, yeah, no one can match the laugh.
The new ones look neat, but it's just a different story. It's not.
It is. I couldn't bring myself to watch that movie, the remake that they just put out. Turning the goddamn Invisible Man, one of the most brilliant scientists in cinema, into a psycho ex-boyfriend. Yeah,
He's
go fuck yourself.
I get what they're doing, but it's not the Invisible Man story that Universal famously told.
That's not Dr. Griffin. I refuse to acknowledge that character in that film. But anyway, whose turn was
He
it?
did some westerns.
It was my turn, so it's Bishop's
Oh,
turn.
really?
Yeah.
Get him!
I don't know anything about him, but yeah. Speaking of the Invisible Man,
Yeah, we just spent so long talking about him because we're
I'm
about
sorry,
to
I
finish him
love
off.
that scene. And yeah, we're about to take him off the board.
He's
so-
my personal favorite Universal monster.
I'm going to use my special action to
Jump over
one, and then I'm going to use the bear trap and the pistol
to actually take him down.
to use my 9+, which I have 10. It's a 4
6 and a
and a
4.
6.
6 and a 4.
And take him out.
He almost took you with him. Damn.
As we
Show
just...
off the figure. You painted him yourself.
Yeah, I did paint this little guy, and it is not focusing for a damn.
Hold him there.
I really like the Invisible Man because he's just more of a character than any of the monsters because of how much he gets to talk.
Well, that's all they can. That's how they
Yeah.
show that he's on screen. Is they have to have him
And
talk.
I, of course, love the incredible behind-the-scenes work that they use to bring him to life.
Yeah, the technology they had to work with.
Obviously, the Wolfman is probably more famous, but I love what they did for the Invisible Man.
Oh yeah.
And the design is just so cool. The Hugh Hefner
There's-
bathrobe.
Yeah, he gave us the hef. He gave us the hef. Because Hugh Hefner was... Obviously, he wasn't... No, that's... Everyone calls that the Hefner look. It's like, bullshit, that's the Invisible Man's look. Thank you very much.
Oh, now you could guide Melva to the shop.
So the Invisible Man is dead. Bam. After we just gave a big
R.I.P. Dr. Griffin.
1, 2...
You could guide Melva and get a reward.
But she's old.
And we need yellow to beat the mummy.
So you could go back to
Now, where does she want to go?
the shop.
To the shop.
But it is really close to the mummy, so you
And
might
then-
want to take the long way around.
3. Or 4.
4. Okay.
So I'm going to go grab this old lady and...
Well, you're a
drag
cop.
her.
You're a cop. Aren't you supposed to protect and serve and help people?
Oh yeah, grabbing people and just dragging them someplace, yeah. But yeah, place Dracula at the crypt.
No Draculas.
Draculas.
And no items.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
He never said that!
Blah.
God damn it! That angers me so much.
The Invisible Man, who's now gone.
The Frenzied will activate, though.
Ugh.
That's the mummy with 2 dice. So you want to roll there, Bishop?
And he's going to... Oh, I'm sorry, Sean.
Crit!
Oh. Crit. Flip the lowest
So the
scared
one-
face down.
So the 1 flips over.
I think if we have a yellow with 4 or more, we could win the tile puzzle.
Maybe. We still need 9 red to take him down.
Yeah,
But anyway.
just gotta take a trip to the bar.
Yep. Put the Invisible Man over there. Scraps can keep company with him. You just don't like him because he's a doctor.
What?
So I have a question actually, and this might be provoking you, but I'm going to do it anyway. So his big thing was that he wanted to make medicine, right? Would that mean he was a pharmacist? What kind of doctor would he be?
Well, a pharmacist just prescribes medicine.
Right.
He'd be a medicine quack.
So I think he'd just be, a scientist of pharmaceuticals. A pharmacist prescribes them. He's an inventor.
Okay.
It's more like the guy that made penicillin versus your doctor that gives you penicillin.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm saying, like, what category would he fall into? Chemist?
Yeah.
A chemist?
Yeah.
There are health chemists.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, he just got you attacked.
Well, just a critical hit.
And that's gonna make it my turn?
Yes.
Alright. Now,
So do you want to stock up on yellows, or do you want to start gathering the red?
I get a bonus for the value of my items. So I think maybe, because you say you only need, you think we could do that in 4?
Yes.
For me, that's a 4.
So I could 1, 2, 3 pick it up, 4 go here.
Well, I can meet you halfway.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm stuck here though.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to maybe lure the mummy away, or try to, and go get the reds, because I mean, there's 9 points at the barn right there.
Yeah.
Now he's busy with Lady Madame Melva. Leave her alone.
What?
She's not even a doctor, and you dislike her.
I'm taking her to where she wants to go. Sweet old lady.
Protect and serve.
Old dad.
Yep, that's going to make it my activation. 2 items. Theft. The Invisible Man strikes from the grave. Place the Invisible Man on the location with the most items. Discard all those items. Now, see, here's the problem I have. Yeah, he's been taken down, but here's the thing. And this is the Magic the Gathering player in me talking. It says, place the Invisible Man on the location with the most items. Period. End of sentence. New sentence.
He's alive.
Discard all items there.
He's a tool.
Does that mean that we still discard the items at the location?
See, that's a good point.
Because you can see it yourself. It's a period.
Place the Invisible Man at the location with the most items.
Period.
Period. Discard all those
items
there.
Now,
but he is dead.
See, that's the thing though, is I'm going to impose the rule of dark. That everything is as worse as it can be. And I'm going to make the argument that...
Yeah, this is a card that discards all the items at the most filled area, and it just also happens to move the Invisible Man.
Yeah.
Now, I could make a counter argument to that. Earlier, it said place Dracula at some place, but Dracula wasn't in the game.
But there was nothing else that happened after that.
True. So...
And Invisible Man was in our game, so this could just be him coming at us from the grave.
The ghost of the Invisible Man.
See? $20 million idea.
Oh, yeah, okay. Fair enough.
You know what? Depending on what studio made it, I'd watch it.
Maybe his ghost is visible because he was invisible in life.
Maybe. But anyway, that's my turn, which means it is Sean's turn.
The mummy doesn't do anything?
Oh, you're right. He does attack you with 3 dice.
Worst possible outcome.
Always go with the worst possible outcome. The rule of dark. A hit.
Well, I wanted to give you this wine, but I'm going to sacrifice it so I could live another day.
Yeah.
I think it's possible with 4 moves.
Yeah.
And if it's not, whoops.
But anyway, though, that is going to make it your turn. Maybe run like hell.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. I'm just running away.
Monster card. Come on, we gotta get some villagers in here.
A worried fiance. Place Elizabeth at the mansion.
Elizabeth. In the wedding dress and everything. That was Dr. Frankenstein's fiance.
Oh, really?
Yes. 3 items.
And she wants to go to the tower.
Where her fiance works. Where the yeah.
We got a canopic jar at the museum.
Ooh, that's really good, actually.
Steak at the abbey.
I can pick both of those up.
And a shovel at the graveyard.
Boy.
Doesn't look like... Oh, the frenzied monster will do something. Move 1, 2 dice.
Hit, but there's no one to hit. Bishop.
Alright, so I'm going to take Melva, this little bitty, and go here.
1.
Pick up Elizabeth.
2.
3.
You
the
get
shop,
Melva is saved.
Sweet old lady.
Reward.
You get a reward.
And then 4. And I get a...
What you got?
I got... What did I get? Conduct an investigation. Choose a space with a hero. You may place any number of heroes in that space. Oh.
So you can have everybody team up.
Nice. Okay.
So you could do party time.
And I saved the sweet old lady. She was awesome.
Yeah, and you were totally not trying to, like, throw her into the river or something.
Dag. I mean, sweet old lady. But I end my turn.
Righty. Monster card.
Oh, boy.
Come on, we can do this.
3
3 items.
from the bag. Former employer placed Dr. Cranley at the laboratory.
Dr.
Oh.
Cranley.
Boy.
Laboratory.
If I'm not mistaken,
3
he's from The
items.
Invisible Man. He was, he's the guy who actually kicked Dr. Griffin out of the school.
Mirrored box at the mansion. Camera at the laboratory.
Nice.
And a knife at the docks.
Nice.
Then the Invisible Man, he's not here.
He's not here.
The Frenzied Monster will activate. Moving 1 space. Oh, but does he go...
Oh.
We must consult the Oracle of Terra. Oracle of Terra. The mummy is going to either go towards me or the bishop.
Oh,
Where
And I
is
have
the bishop is a fan
Elizabeth.
of Claude Rains.
he did Western? Huh. Well, Oracle, what do we do? Who is the mummy going towards? Me or the bishop?
Actually, he's just as close.
To
One,
a bunch of victims.
Bam. 1, bam.
So there is more victims for him to go towards if he goes to the shop.
There is.
And knowing Tara, she'll say that. But it's kind of more fun if we actually make it...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some crowd involvement.
Yeah, let the people be in this. I love democracy. Your efforts to save Moldova have left you scarred and disfigured, but your resolve remains strong.
It's true. It's true. Old lady.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell, the bishop disdains anything that's considered a doctor or elderly. Does that mean you dislike the mummy because he is old?
Oh no, he's a piece of history.
He's a piece of history.
And he's cool.
He was a priest.
No. I like old things. Just not old people. Ain't that right, Sean?
Yeah.
Off camera, Sean just gave the biggest nod. Oh, she's saying go to me.
Towards bishop.
Okay, and he gets 2 dice.
Oh.
Both hits, but there's nothing to hit. That's going to make it my go.
Yeah.
And this will sound crazy, but I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 to pick up the 4-value jar.
Nice.
But unfortunately, that's all I can do, so
Youngster card.
I'm scared. It's The Hunt is On. 2 items. If no hero has the hunted emblem,
Museum. At the camp.
the current player gets the hunted emblem. That's the werewolf's pentagram symbol. And then the wolfman moves 3 spaces towards the hero with the hunted emblem. The creature, Dracula, and then the frenzied monster move 1. Oh, but wait!
Will they go after Dr. Cranley or Bishop and Elizabeth?
We must consult the Oracle of Terra. Does the mummy go after the professor, Elizabeth, or the bishop?
Oh, Tara said that's for putting her in timeout. That's why she went after the bishop and not you.
Wow.
I guess now we know who
And
she's
you-
gonna pick.
And now, and you call yourself an archaeologist. She's digging up history.
I'm like from months ago.
Jeez, that was a long, long time ago, Tara.
So Bishop and Elizabeth is a 2 for 1.
How
But
many?
Dr. Cranley's all by himself, so he's defenseless too.
That is true.
So either choice is dangerous for us.
Oh yeah. We got a suspenseful moment waiting.
Dun 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 dun.
So I think I've mentioned this before on the show, but Boris Karloff, who played the Mummy, interesting, very interesting man, huge man by the way, almost 7 feet tall if I recall, just under.
He should have been on the courts.
See, that's the thing. By today's standards, we would say he suffered from anxiety. He actually didn't like loud noise and people screaming or yelling and stuff. He didn't even want to do horror, actually. It was that he got typecast, because, I mean, you're talking about a dude who is huge. People don't realize, they always depict the Frankenstein monster in, like, platform shoes. No. He was wearing regular boots. That's how freaking tall he was. But he was the most gentle man. He didn't like yelling. You know what he actually wanted to do? Sing. He wanted to sing.
Was he a good singer? Or did he never get to...
He sang. He did. In fact, he sang and actually did the narrations for How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
What?
That's him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, he played every single role, including the little girl. That was him, just
That's
pitching
right.
his voice. And of course, he sang.
Wow, I could hear it.
And of course, he also sang, infamously, "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch," the original.
Tara says Bishop.
Bishop, he's going for you.
A 2 for 1.
2 dice,
Wednesday.
and that's a hit.
He doesn't have any items.
Do you sacrifice Elizabeth to save yourself, or are you going to the hospital?
Oh, I'm so close. She wants to go there. If I go to the hospital, she's just going to be alone, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll go to the hospital.
All right, you are off the board.
Terror.
Now she's all alone. But yeah, no, he did get a singing role. He got to, he did the singing for How the Grinch Stole Christmas. He did a few other song bits on like variety shows that he was a guest star. Famously, I believe on the Dick Van Dyke Show, actually. He and Vincent Price got to do a song together. Who is another horseman of horror. But anyway, that is going to make it Sean's turn. But yeah, no.
I think he would have been a Tiny Tim style singer.
Well, he had that wonderful deep voice, though.
Yeah, but like the similar concept of song style.
Oh. But yeah, no, he didn't even want to do horror. He wanted to sing. He hated people screaming and yelling.
Okay. With the tablet at the museum, I think you're good to go to beat the mummy.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure that Elizabeth gets rescued. So, 1, 2,
3, 4.
Nice.
Elizabeth is at the tower with her husband, safe and sound.
And then I get a reward,
And it
which is
is...
Rush. Move a hero up to 4 spaces.
You could use that to get over to the doctor, to the professor. Because 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't have any items
To,
protect us.
yeah, so maybe better off just keeping him confused right now. But you do have to take a monster card.
Well, I'm really close to the mummy.
Mm-hmm.
So if he moves 2 or more spaces, I
He
could
can
be in
get-
danger.
You've used all 4 of yours, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
So I think I'm actually gonna make a dash to get away from the mummy. 1, 2, 3, 4.
See, I was going to say, I could, when you were here, I could have thrown you here. You could have got him and then dashed him
That
somewhere.
sends us to a place where a player is,
Oh, okay.
not
Yeah.
a villager.
Okay.
So this way,
Now, if the mummy
doctors-
activates, he's going to go after the professor.
He'll
Speaking
go.
of, it's time for a monster card.
we got the Hunt is on.
The hunt is on.
Any items?
2. The 2 on top there.
Okay.
2 items will be spawned.
We got a trap at the shop. Maybe that's what Melva was going to pick up. Tarot cards at the camp again. And then Frenzied Monster moves 1, which is to Dr. Cronley.
Towards the professor. But there's no one to attack, but he does get 2 dice. Just in case he gets a crit. Nothing happens. Mr. Bishop,
I think that's our first nothing happens, fully.
you are back at the hospital. That bill. That's the real horrifying part.
Oh! Let me see where he wants to go really quick, sorry. He wants to go to the precinct, all the way over here. But you could teleport to the mummy, pick him up, and then run.
Let him think. He just woke up.
You may place any number of heroes. No, I can't teleport to the mummy.
With your
That's your
action.
ability.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess I could. Okay, bam, bam.
You wouldn't make it very far. Maybe it's a bad idea.
See, I was gonna be like, bam, 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 get these
That'd
2
be
reds because we need
4.
9+ to defeat him.
Oh, then you could teleport to the mummy, move 1, and protect Dr. Crowley with an item if the mummy comes for him.
1, 2, 3,
4.
or yeah, 4.
Does using an action, special action, take a move?
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3 to pick up
2
these
shovels.
2 shovels, which equal 4, and then I use my special action 4 to go to the mummy. So if the mummy activates, I'll
He's
be
gonna attack
attacked
you.
instead of the quack doctor.
And that means it's time for a monster.
card time.
What do we got?
And I have the delivery.
Oh!
Place Wilbur and Chick at the shop. Also 3 items.
3 items. Wilbur and Chick, the main characters of Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
Oh, we have one of their movies.
Oh, we have yes.
3 items.
They're in the classic collection actually.
Oh.
Wolfsbane at the camp, Cosmic Ray Diffuser at the tower, and a scroll at the museum. So you're
Which we
set.
have
for it.
Yeah, I got this for Christmas. The complete 30 Universal monster films.
Oh, he looks so cool.
Doesn't he though?
Oh, the Phantom of the Opera is considered Universal?
Yes, he was a Universal.
That was Lon Chaney, wasn't it? Or was it Lon Chaney Jr.?
Both.
What?
So the original silent picture was played by Lon Chaney Sr. They made a color remake, and even though that was a different actor, the ghost story goes that there are several scenes that it actually is Junior playing the role. Because actually, if you watch the remake, there's a lot of scenes where you just see the Phantom's shadow on the wall, or you see him from behind, and supposedly that's actually Junior because everyone was like, no, that was Lon Chaney Sr.'s most iconic role, his son should play the Phantom. His son should inherit that role. But Universal was like, no, we have this other actor, we want to go with him. And so as the story goes, I'm not joking, by the way, Bela Lugosi and a few other actors got together and were like, hey, buddy, yeah, you're going to take a walk, but we're starting shooting. No, you're going for a walk. And Lon Chaney was just hiding in the wings with the cloak and the hat, and that was him casting the Shadow, playing the Phantom, playing his father's iconic scene.
Very in character for the Phantom, though.
Isn't it, though? Speaking of which, by the way, there was a huge victory for lovers of the Universal Monsters. So, for years and years, the Phantom has actually been excluded from a lot of the products and stuff with the Universal Monsters.
Like this, for example?
For example, he's not in it, but there is a theater.
Oh, he was totally meant to be.
He was, that's supposedly a theory. Because here's the problem. 20th Century Fox made their own Phantom of the Opera. And then Fox got bought up by a certain company that, you know, if we say, they might sue us.
Ass bags.
Yeah, a bunch of bastards. Ho ho! Ho ho! Ho ho! I'm pure evil! Anyway, and supposedly, yeah, these petty bastards for years tangled up legal descriptions and copyright laws. So the Phantom couldn't be where he belongs with his fellow horrors. Until now. The Phantom of the Opera has been confirmed. He will be in Universal Studios' Epic Universe, Dark Universe.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Tar actually loves Phantom of the Opera.
I love Phantom of the Opera. He is such a cool character, such a wonderful story.
I never knew that he was like in association with Universal, but he's definitely as iconic as all the monsters.
Absolutely, and he deserves it too. If you believe the ghost story, and I'll be fair, we can't confirm this because we can't see who was casting the Shadow.
True.
But I personally argue it keeps to the spirit really well. So I'm going to say it this way. The Cheneys' performances as the Phantom absolutely deserve to be alongside Bella and Boris and Rains and all the others who made these incredible monsters come to life. And it is beyond fitting that the Phantom will be back at the Epic Universe.
Yeah.
I've heard some people say he'll be an actual actor on one of the rides, playing this huge, like, 13-tiered organ. I'm not sure what that means. I kind of wish Scraps was here, because maybe he could tell me what a 13-tier organ actually refers to.
13 pipes, maybe.
Maybe that's what it means?
That's what I was thinking.
I'm assuming it sounds freaking huge, whatever the hell it is. And it's going to, like, gout fire as he's playing his music. But I've heard other people say it'll be an animatronic who plays it. Because supposedly, like, there's going to be getting pyrotechnics, and so maybe you can't have a guy standing there playing.
Maybe they just want you to think it's a robot.
Maybe. It would be so fitting to have it be a hidden secret that the Phantom is actually an actor and not an animatronic. But either way, yeah, the Phantom is back. Universal has him 100%. He is going to be in the Epic Universe. They showed him already.
Nice.
Yeah. Go screw yourself, Mickey.
I think he might be the least timeless of the characters, but I feel like he'll always have like a place amongst the monsters.
See, I kind of want to agree with you, but it's because of the fact that he had a stumbling block because of the whole discrepancy with Fox and He Who Shall Not Be Named.
Rat.
Hey.
What?
That's an insult to rats.
Yeah.
But anyway,
It's true.
yeah, I just wanted to mention that real quick. I love the Phantom, and for the record, screw you, Iger. And I know it's a funny thing. I can say the name, I can't say his company. Screw him, because all that drama was literally because of him for years. But anyway, so whose turn was it?
I just want.
It's your turn.
It was my turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting now.
I think you'll need 6.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to pick up this book, this scroll, for 4, which means it's 5. I'm going to cash it
You
in.
also get the tablet.
That's right, I do get the tablet for free. I'm going to cash it in so I can move 5.
Okay.
Let's see if I can do this.
So first you gotta flip over the one.
Yep. So
4 left.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You just need 3 more moves.
And I have my last action. I'm going to use my 4 value tablet to go 1, 2, 3. They are all aligned. We just need 9 points of red to take him down. And I still have one more action. No, I do. I have one more because I didn't move. I guess I'll move to maybe try and help fight the mummy. But that's going to be my turn.
Monster card.
Form of a bat. 2 items. Place Dracula in the space with the current hero.
No Dracula.
No Dracula.
Pendant at the camp.
Pendant at the camp.
Knife at the docks.
At the dock. And the mummy will activate.
How many dice?
2. Thank you.
1 hit.
1 hit.
Oh.
Are you going to save the
You
boy?
gotta sacrifice a shovel.
I want to sacrifice the shovel.
Damn. Sorry for going on that ramble a minute ago about the Phantom, but that's also kind of why I wanted to do while we're doing this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all good.
I think they could easily do an expansion pack.
Well, if the tradition holds, this October, they'll make another game. If the tradition holds. Because they made this, and then they took a break, and then the next year they made Horrified American Monsters, and the year
first
after...
one was the licensed one?
Yes, Universal paid for this.
Oh, wow.
And then they made their own, which was American Monsters, and then just last year we had Greek Monsters.
Which is what we played last episode.
And absolutely pummeled us. But anyway, we could actually do this. We might actually win a game on camera. Holy cow.
I know, right?
Sean,
Yes.
archaeologist, do your thing.
Okay. I'm going to pick up the fire poker and the mirrored box. That's 1 action. 2, 3. 4th action, I will pick up the rapier at the theater. I'm at 8 red right now. And that's the last of my actions. Monster card is Insane Survivor. Place Renfield at the docks.
Rennie!
Oh, hey.
Renfield is one of my favorite characters ever. And he wants to go to the hospital.
So, interesting little side note about Renfield. 3 items. So, in the Universal Monsters movie, Renfield does die. He does not die in the book.
Laboratory.
Which you have.
Yes, I do have a copy of Bram Stoker's Dracula.
In precinct. Nice.
Yeah, no. Ren's cool. I like Ren. I did not see the Renfield movie. I guess I wouldn't mind seeing it, but anyway, the frenzied monster will activate with 2 dice.
My mummy.
That's actually what they say.
Exactly. Yep.
Double
Oh
hits.
gosh, I can't defend against it.
Well, here's the question: are you going to have him kill Wilbur and Chick, or are you going back to the hospital for the 3rd freaking time?
Well, I can't have Abbott and Costello die.
They're awesome.
I'll go to the hospital.
And it goes up.
And I have to sacrifice this too, right?
Yeah. Actually, hold on. You could keep that. Let the first hit send you to... No, then the second hit
they'll
would definitely...
Yeah, they would die.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no. My bad. Trying to exploit the game. Don't do that.
3 times and...
We're at 4.
You're the
'Cause-
only one other person. Professor Pearson died, and then you died 3 times. But you also killed the Invisible Man, so you're carrying your weight.
Yeah. Anyway, though, that's gonna make it your
That
turn.
Would
Oh.
make it my turn.
You get back up.
You're back.
I'm better. Alright. I can't take out the mummy, dang it.
No, you cannot.
But
you have enough red though. No, you don't.
hold on.
I'm 1 away. If you could teleport there and then
Take Wilbur
Oh.
and Chick
you want to
away.
go to the dungeon.
The dungeon's way up there in the corner.
Wait, hold. 1, 2.
3, 4.
Make it to the theater, and if the mummy follows you, I'll be able to kill him next turn.
Ooh, okay.
And if we draw the mummy's soul attraction, he'll walk right into me when I'm ready to kill him.
I'm going to use my special ability, teleport here for 1.
1,
2,
2 for red.
pick up the red, which is a 4. 3, and I've also got Wilbur and Chick. 4. I'm going to stay there. That's my turn.
Monster card.
Monster card. 3 items. And the enthralled. Place Lucy at the theater.
Lucy, beautiful Lucy.
She's the little girl, right? From Frankenstein?
No,
That's-
she's
Oh, no.
That's Dracula's.
Lucy was one of Dracula's brides.
I'm placing her right where I am, so I'm going to save her immediately. And she wants to go to the mansion.
Oh, that's where the item I just placed was. This one's at the tower, and this one's at the barn.
So I don't know if I can mention. Yeah, I'm sure I can mention this. Magic the Gathering, about a year or 2 ago, actually did a crossover set of cards that were named after characters from Bram Stoker's Dracula. I actually have Lucy's card.
Is she the one that dies, or is she? Like,
She's the one that gets turned into the vampire, and they have to kill her.
Who's the heroine girl in Bram Stoker then?
My mother or Tara could tell you for sure. I'm terrible at names. Please forgive me. Yeah, no, Tara, Mom, if you're watching. What was... Mina! Mina! No, it was Mina. Mina is the main girl in Dracula.
Is she Van Helsing? Van Helsing's just a random old guy. There's a different guy.
Van Helsing is very, very different than most people know him. In the original book and the original Universal film, he's actually a very old professor. For some reason, they decided to turn him into a generic action hero.
I kind of like the old Professor angle a lot more.
I do too. I feel like it's... See, here's the thing about
But
Dracula.
it's a really cool name, so I get why they do it.
I get it. And also, on top of that, I get Dracula. Everyone remembers him as this super powerful vampire. People forget
Blah.
he actually was a very subtle villain and more about like manipulation and hypnotism and being sneaky and things like that. So actually a more subtle, restrained archenemy in Dr. Van Helsing. Everyone forgets the doctor part. He was a doctor.
Fine.
A physician, specifically, by the way.
Blah, blah, blah.
But no, the Doctor was much better with Dracula as he was in Bram Stoker and Universal. The action movie was cool, but at the same time, as childish as this will sound, that's not Van Helsing. That's not Van Helsing. Although kudos to the actor who played Dracula, he was cool. He did a great job with Dracula. No.
Battery exhausted.
It's fucking plugged in.
We spend too much time yapping.
The show hasn't even gone overtime.
No, this is what I was saying earlier. So my camera died. I've had
No.
battery problems all day.
Oh,
This should
freak.
Wilhelmina.
We're back! It's alive!
Tar just fact-checked you. It's Wilhelmina. They call her Mina for short.
Wilhelmina.
So I'm not.
But it's on.
Who's her love interest? That's
Harker.
yes.
Harker.
Such cool names
Jonathan Harker.
in the story.
Yes.
And it's by Bram Stoker. Another cool name. Bram?
Stoker, yeah.
Is it short for Abraham?
I'm not sure, actually. It might be actually short for... what a lot of writers would do, especially horror, because horror was such a controversial thing, they would have pen names. Bram Stoker?
Abraham.
His full name was Abraham.
That's a pretty good name.
Yeah. But we are back. Sorry about that, folks.
Yeah.
But the microphone never cut out.
No.
So okay.
As
The microphone and the camera are different.
Wilhelmina. Yeah, everyone called her Mina for short, though.
Frenzied monster moves too. I think that means. Oh no.
No, it's not charging. It's been doing this all day. That's what I said earlier. My camera's not charging.
Yeah, but you said it was because of.
The plug-in, I thought.
Yeah.
So you can hear us. Our camera's dead. This is some sort of issue with the charging cable.
Yeah.
Because now we're back.
We're back. Okay, let's try and wrap this up before the camera dies again, okay?
We are.
Whose
in
turn is it?
overtime, by the way.
Whose turn is it?
Sean.
He just.
Sean. Oh, that's right. The monster's going to activate.
Yes.
Yeah,
Move to.
and the camera's. Yeah.
Okay. We're just going to. You know what? We're just going to go through this. Listen carefully, everyone. We are in the theater of the mind here, because I don't think we're going to be able to get this thing to stay on for any length of time.
No, I mean it did work because when I first plugged it in.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Maybe I can do the line. I want to see if I can do. Come on, give me a reason to do the line. I love this line so much.
No, because when I first plugged it in, it was at
At least
0.
There's a light on.
Keeping them company.
Yeah, scraps in the void.
Yeah,
There were lights on the camera itself.
scraps up there.
But no. Is it dead, Doctor?
I'm not even turning it on right now.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Okay.
it's just going to immediately die.
Okay. Never mind then. That is a shame. But anyway,
See, it's back on now, but it's immediately going
to croak.
Yeah.
All right. But anyway, so the mummy has moved 2 spaces and it's going to get 1 dice. Don't just stand there.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Whose turn is it now? Mine.
Yes.
Because you just got back from the hospital. All right. There's nothing that I can do to help, really. But I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello there.
Hello.
I'm out of actions, though, so give me my monster card. The hunt is on. 2 items. And the frenzied monster will attack with 2 dice.
2 dice.
It was,
Tower and Institute.
2 hits.
Go back to the hospital. Sacrifice 1 item.
it was fully charged when we started recording, so that whole time it's not been charging.
Oh, boy.
Who? I just got hit?
Yes.
2 hits.
Sacrifice an item, go to the hospital.
And go to the hospital?
Yeah.
Again for the 4th time?
Yep.
Ah!
This mummy might actually beat us. But anyway, it is our actual, would you be considered an archaeologist?
Yeah, I've done work.
Yeah, okay. Our real life archaeologist playing an archaeologist.
I will reach into the precinct using my special action to grab a 6-power pistol. I will then use my second action to run up to the mummy and protect Abbott, Costello, and Lucy. And yeah, I'll hit him for 14 red, actually,
Oh, wow.
and overpower and defeat the mummy.
That
You see it, you saw it here, folks, and the camera's actually, it's alive! It's alive! Oh, God in heaven, don't you see it's alive?
Not the mummy.
No.
Your fire poker, your, mother of pearl. Okay.
It's not charging.
Okay.
It's the cable.
It's okay. It's okay. They actually saw us beat the monster. We are not making this up.
Which one is the...
There's 2 cables here.
With a pistol, a theater rapier, and a fire poker, the mummy is defeated.
I'm not even sure how you did that. You have 2 arms. How did you use all 3?
Pistol in the mouth, of course.
Oh, obviously.
Can you see an orange light?
It's on.
No, but the screen is on.
Can
It
you
is on.
see an orange light?
No,
Right here.
no.
Then it's the cable. There should be an orange light.
There is not. I am looking at it. There is not.
Okay, it's gonna die again.
Okay.
But
Well, thank you everyone for watching. This has been Ravenburger's Horrified Universal Monsters. I am your host, Kristoff N. Chester. This is my little brother, student of anthropology at Tulane University.
And classics in German.
Sean Lee Chester. And of course, we have the bishop over there in the corner,
That's me.
who died more times than Kenny at this point.
Who's died about the same amount of times as the camera.
Yep. We will see you guys next week. And until then,
Keep watching the shadows.
keep checking the shadows. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Nope.
Yeah, the battery is completely dead. Good night, everybody.
Oh.
Dang. Yeah, get us out of here.
We did it though. We won.
We did. Good job, everybody.
Good job.